From the old accounts, Black Anis is described not as a spirit, but as a dweller, something that inhabits places rather than appears in them. She is recorded as something older, something already present when the land was first divided and named. She is recorded in the margins of parish warnings and in the spoken rules given to children, not to frighten them, but to keep them alive. Parents did not threaten their children with her name. They warned them instead about places. She was said to live in hollow trees and earth dens. In the oldest tellings, she wore the skins of children tied around her waist, and her arms were long enough to reach the ground while she crouched. Her face was dark, stretched tight across bone, and her teeth were iron hard, made for tearing rather than biting. These details were never meant to be pictured for long, only remembered when needed, not with threats, with instructions. Don't stop there. Don't look inside. And if you hear breathing, leave everything behind and come home. A woman living in the nearest cottage had repeated these rules to her children since they could walk. She never named Black Anis directly. From the old accounts, it is said that speaking her name invites attention, and attention invites hunger. Her eldest son was old enough to scoff at such things. One evening in winter, when the sky dimmed earlier than expected, the boy took the shorter path across the field. The frost was thick, the air sharp. As he passed the oak, he heard a sound from within the hollow. Not a voice, not an animal, the slow, wet sound of something drawing breath through a mouth too large for its face. He froze. From inside the tree, something shifted. The bark creaked as though weight had been redistributed. A hand, or something shaped like one, slid into view. Its skin dark and cracked, its nails long, curved, and yellowed like old bone. The boy ran. The woman stood waiting at the door for him to return, long enough for the air to numb her hands before she went looking. She followed the path across the field, past the place where the grass thinned and the earth darkened. As she approached the oak, she saw that the ground beneath it had been disturbed, scuffed, and marked as though something heavy had shifted its weight there. The hollow was darker than it should have been, not empty. She did not call out. The boy was gone. They found his coat first, the fabric torn into strips. It is said that Black Anis does not hunt. She waits. She settles into places where children pass, where parents grow tired, where shortcuts are taken and warnings are half remembered. Some say she wears the skins of those she takes. Others say she only takes what she needs and leaves the rest behind. Shoes, coats, bones hidden deep in hollows where no light reaches. In the old villages of England, children were warned not to wander too close to the forest at dusk, not because they might get lost, because something might find them first. Long before streetlights and locked doors, the countryside belonged to older things. In the counties of Leicestershire and Derbyshire, people spoke in whispers of a creature who lived not in a house, but in the hollow of an ancient oak. Black Anis was said to be a hag, her skin as dark as night, her face blue-black and shriveled with age. She had iron claws and eyes like cold stars. By day she hid within her tree, silent and unseen. But at night she came out. Children who strayed too far from home were said to vanish. Those who were unlucky enough to be found again were discovered torn, lifeless, their skins missing. The stories said Black Anis wore those skins, draped over her shoulders like cloaks, to disguise herself as a human woman. Farmers claimed they heard scratching on their doors after midnight. Mothers pulled their children close and whispered warnings into their ears. Come inside before Black Anis finds you. She was blamed for disappearances, for illness, for the feeling that something was watching from the tree line. And the tree she lived in was avoided long after the forest around it was cut down. Black Anis was more than a monster. She was a warning. To medieval communities, forests were dangerous places, full of wolves, bandits, and starvation. Black Anis gave that danger a face. Some scholars believe she may be a distorted memory of an older goddess, a dark mother figure associated with winter, death, and the land itself. Others believe she was created to frighten children into staying close to home, a living boundary between safety and the wild. Her tree mattered too. Trees were sacred in Britain long before Christianity. A hollow oak wasn't just wood, it was a doorway. Black Anis lived inside the land, not above it, not apart from it. She reminded people that the world was not built for humans alone. Today, the forests are thinner, the villages are louder, but the stories remain. Black Anis no longer needs her tree. She lives in the warning past from one generation to the next. A reminder that some places are not meant to be entered, and some hungers are never satisfied. These are the whispers Britain never lost. Some stories are meant to end cleanly. There are more that never end. If you wish to hear them, subscribe to Whispered Folklore